26, and people think they could trade cons, and they try. Here's the amount of people they try to get me to exhibit their characteristics through DNA transfers. These fucking losers. In Canada, they only communicate on these open channels that terrorists use, and they think that I'm going to justify, having them protect me. They can't protect. They can't fight their way out of a wet paper bag. They need my brain for strategy, and my sons and or my daughters. You're a fucking loser nation, and you're probably going to be stripped of the Commonwealth status because all you did was increase immigrants into Canada, and you basically subverted the Canadian democracy. And child pornography went up. They tried to make me blush here when I had this thought. Rape went up, and bestiality went up. And how much do I, Christian Narragani Meyer, try to stop those three types of rapes every day, all day long? But Canadian government allows perpetrators to pretend to be me, to impose Bill C-18, and then to try to hide and suppress who I am worldwide. And they think I'm going to reward them very soon. Like I emailed the CSPO, that's the College of Surgeons and Physicians in Ontario, and they have my DNA telomeres, like my DNA markers basically. And so it shows my genetics. So every time I say telomeres, that's those perpetrators there. It's a roommate. The Canadian, once again, this is what the Canadian government does. They allow them to violate me and use rape suits and to try to set people up. And so here's how, this is what the Canadian government's doing right now with rape suits. They're monsters. And so they could all be, watch what happened. No, they're not feeling too well, are they now? You fucking monsters. So anyways, how come they never follow my directive to stop perpetrators? Right? Clearly, I'm the only one that's trying the hardest. So they're drugging me right now. So here's the rapist in Syria Hospital. You're not competent, like you're a nurse. Nurses aren't competent enough to administer medication on their own directive. They're not nurse practitioners. And so they're pretending to be doctors. And so based on my DNA markers, I should be shredded. It's my natural testosterone level. And they restrict it, and they think that the king is going to tolerate this. It's high treason in Canada. And you know what high treason is? It's 25 years in prison concurrently. And this is how many times the Canadian government tried to set me up. And so this is what's happening to them. And they allow me to be violated by North Koreans and South Koreans. And you can see right here, see that I changed the hair molecules right there to make that hair darker than everywhere else on my beard here, my stubble. You can see that that's darker, considerably darker. And this is because I'm able to control it in my mind. But the Canadian government, this is what they do. They allow perpetrators that they think I could extend their lives and make me look ugly, and then them benefit, right? And then I could do this in my mind. They can't do that. They can't change their DNA, right? They're monsters. They're loser. Canada's a loser country. They're going to be stripped of more than likely the Commonwealth status, and they're going to be stripped from the G7. I'm going to liquidate their economy. There's 1 billion innovations right there. There's a number. You're not going to see it. 1 billion innovations that Canadians will never be eligible for on the internet. It's good. Like this is like just showing their psychic. That's how excited they would be, but they get none of them. They get zero. Canadians would love those innovations. They'll get none of those innovations. That's what you get for fucking with me, motherfuckers. The smartest guy ever, right? I've been there's my aura. Why do you hide my aura, Canada? For those people, why do you hide my aura, Canada? Why do you give my aura to pedophiles? Once again, there's my aura. Why do you give my aura to pedophiles and rapists, Canada? Why do you do that? Why do you do that? Why do you use rape suits, Canada? Why do you use rape suits? What are the chances that me and my evolutionary kids, the most victimized people ever, are perpetrators when we have the most desirable DNA? Like, here's what women think. So once again, they try to, they did that on purpose here. They're perpetrators. I have to close this out, but the rapists, they hacked my phone to do this. So they're done. So again, the perpetrators right here. Again, the perpetrators right there. Get them right there. You're done, Canada. You are done. I've never used this actually. So let's go. So I'm just going to turn off the grid here. So anyways, here's what the Canadian government allowed perpetrators to hack my phone with brain-computer interface and rape suits to make it so I toggled there. So once again, this is how desirable I am to women worldwide. And so how come Canada says the most desirable on the planet is the most victimized person on the planet is exhibits all these characteristics of all these people with all those DNAs? What are the chances of that, you fucking monsters? You're done as a civilization. This is the anxiety of a billion Muslims, right? And just think, they believe that I'm Allah to these individuals, and this is wow. They believe that I'm Allah, and in the Quran they cut off your hand for shoplifting. Guess what's gonna happen to your fucking arm, rapist, for fucking feel me when I masturbate?